Are you afraid of the future? I got this. Are you afraid? Period. Are you... Hold up. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where today I'm blue, or red, or pink, or green. I'm some sort of color. I am all the colors of the rainbow rolled up into one. But today, apparently, I'm finding out what color I am. Ash?
That's correct.
Is this a game? What is this?
This is a hashtag quiz that is on the internet.
Is it a quiz without the hashtag? Can it just be a quiz?
It can just be a quiz.
Hashtagless quiz?
Yeah, it's on one of those websites where you share it on like a social post or something, and it always hits you with like hashtag quiz.
Okay.
Hashtag results.
Great. So today we're taking a personality quiz, or is this is the theme today taking a bunch of Because I love personality quizzes. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason why everyone who comes in through the doors of Theorist takes like the Myers-Briggs personality test, because it helps us understand that person so much better and be able to relate to them and work with them in a way that like it makes sense relative to like the way we work and stuff like that. So that's really helpful. Back in the BuzzFeed days, you know, they were easy to meme on because they just had dozens and dozens of these things. But like taking all the BuzzFeed quizzes around like what's your Patronus and what's your Harry Potter character and what's your pizza slice flavor, and there's like literally everything and anything under the sun was done on BuzzFeed, and so that was really fun. Even harkening back to like the days of magazines and magazine quizzes, I never really got a lot of those, but I always enjoyed like when you're in the doctor's office and you have like a Cosmo magazine and you got nothing else to do as a kid. You're like, oh, let me look at this, and you take the quiz or the Cosmo quiz. So I've always loved personality quizzes, always. I just love talking about myself, obviously. I love learning more about my favorite subject, me. Not true, but you can go with the joke. I don't want the internet to get it twisted. I'm not a narcissist, though many of you will probably clip this and use it against me at a future time in my life. I see you, I hear you, I understand. I love learning more about my favorite subject, me. But anyway, long story short, so is this one very long quiz? Is this a quiz with a twist? Is the theme of the day like, hey, we're doing a lot of different quizzes? What are we? Yeah,
so this quiz that we have right here is a total of 113 questions.
Oh, holy cow. Okay, yes.
Yes. This is
a 3-part episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a frame-by-frame quiz. This is called What Color Are You?
Very direct and to the point.
Yes.
Cool. 113 questions, yeah?
I think so, unless I'm remembering wrong.
That's many. Have you taken it?
No. I actually wanted to wait here and see how you responded to it.
Okay, are you going to take it alongside me in the background?
I will, and we'll compare results.
That would be great. Because why this one?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm kind of... Like, I am fine taking personality quizzes. I also miss the days when, you know, like, there was the Google Trends game for a while, the Would You Evers, the, like, this or that question. Like, there was that heyday of games back in the day where people would just, like, make very simple games, and it was all these, like, kind of, like, personality or, like, situational-based questions. So I miss stuff like this. This is actually really refreshing. But I'm curious, like, why this one and why now?
Yeah, no, it's a good question, because I was surprised to see it going all over my my Twitter feed. Like,
really?
I thought we left like these sort of quizzes in like the mid-2010s, right?
Especially when Twitter is just a bunch of bots.
Right.
So maybe it's the bots figuring out what color. They're going through their own BuzzFeed phase.
I mean, if you wanted to apply that theory to this quiz, I feel like there's an argument to be made, right?
So the AI is becoming sentient and figuring out what color it is.
Oh, perchance.
Okay, let me predict what color I'm going to be.
Okay.
I am going to be... I am going to, what is it, all the colors? What color are you? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Which of the rainbow's hues are you? Pink is not a color of the rainbow.
I dunk on them.
Yeah, there's indigo. I'm noticing a distinct lack of indigo. Can't have Roy G. Biv without the I. So, shout outs to indigo. Of them, I think I'm purple. I like purple. I think I'm purple.
Yeah.
Or Ourple.
Right? Ourple is a family.
Yeah.
As we discussed.
Ourple is a family. It's also indescribable, but I think looking at it, I'm not the stereotypical red. I don't think I'm orange. I don't know what connotation they'd be leaning off of orange, not usually a yellow. Green maybe, blue not so much. Pink, I don't think so. Purple, black, I could be a black. I'm not dark enough to be black. Let's do purple.
Okay.
Get your...
No, I thought of you in like your emo phase for a minute. I was also gonna say Ourple for me, but I can also see myself as a green.
I could see you as green.
Yeah.
I could see you as green.
Turns to background. I wonder why.
Ah, green, you say? It's a color associated with us. True story. I'm a little nervous to take this one just because back in the day when I was really into color, or back in the day when I was really into personality tests, there was one that I took on a random website. I never found it again, but all it asked you to do was it gave you a bunch of swatches of colors, probably about like 20 colors. And they're like, put them in an order. And you just went one by one and put them in an order until all had been selected. And that was the quiz that came back to me and said, you have achieved a state of enlightenment that can only be achieved through years of intensive meditation.
Whoa, Matthew.
Yeah. Just by putting the colors into a random order. And so that stuck with me. I'm like, whoa, hey, color swatch quiz. Like that's some high praise right there.
I didn't realize you were secretly intensely meditating for so long.
That's true. I just am so in tune and in balance with myself. I choose colors in the correct order. So when you think that there may be no order to be had in those colors, I say nay, there isn't in fact a correct color, and I'm the one to choose.
Do you remember what order you put them in?
There were 20 colors, and a lot of them
God.
No, there was a lot. It was like a big, at least like 5x5, like 5x4 square, 5x5 square, somewhere between 20 and 25 colors. And a lot of them were off colors, like off whites, like creams, or like light oranges, pastels, like. It wasn't just red, blue, orange, yellow, stereotypical kind of like straight colors. They were more like a lot of in between, or kind of like weird, interesting grays and things like that too.
Oh man.
Yeah. So even if I remembered the order, I couldn't be like, oh yeah, and then we did, off white and light orange and pink
and lilac.
Yeah. There was like a lilac in there, stuff like that. So
yeah.
But to this day, that quiz shaped me in a lot of ways. That gave me like a lot of confidence. I'm like, ooh, look at me. And even though it was probably complete BS, I'm like, oh, I feel confident now. So it affected a lot. So we'll see if this quiz gives me another epiphany about myself and helps me ascend to the next level of my meditative state, or crashes me back down to earth and cripples me for the rest of my life.
Wow, the stakes are high.
The stakes are high with this color quiz, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you stay tuned. Here we go. What color are you? Quiz introduction. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Which of the rainbow's hues and pink are you? Because pink is not a color in the rainbow. Take our fun quiz to find out. Haha. Reach for the stars. Okay, what's my name? MatPat. Go with that. Start quiz by Sphenoid.
Sphenoid.
All right, Sphenoid. Let's see what you say about me. Here we go. Do you like cats or dogs? Cats, dogs. Don't make me choose. Horses. I do like horses. Of them, I like cats. I'm fine with either. Horses, I do like horses. But yeah, I'm going to go cats between all of them. Okay. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Early bird, night owl, afternoon goose. To be fair, I've had to be all of them. Just by the nature of this weird job we call the YouTube. But historically, I am an early bird. I get up early. I'm very productive in the morning. I can do all-nighters and stuff, but I function best in the morning. I like afternoon goose, though. I think we're all afternoon geese. Where do you want to live? The city, a cottage in the woods, in a castle on a mountain, a house on the beach. City's too loud, too many people. I've lived in cities before. It's fine. I like it, but it's not a place I would actively choose to live. Cottage in the woods, bit too removed. Same problem with a castle on a mountain, a bit too removed. I like the proximity to the city, but I don't want to be in the city. House on the beach is really nice. And usually there's a nice beach town, stuff like that. What about you, Ash?
Oh, I'm taking the castle on the mountain.
Castle on the mountain?
All day.
How are you getting your groceries, though? Think about the practicality of that.
I understand that. There's a lot of mountains now that have roads on them.
Yeah, but still, if you're driving down those roads, if you're driving up a mountain, you're doing a lot of switchbacks. Those switchbacks are causing you some sort of like road sickness, car sickness, or maybe they're at the minimum taking you at least 15 minutes to go back down the way.
And I totally hear and understand your concerns.
Yeah.
This is my time to remind you that I am built different.
That's fair. I respect that.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to make you aware of the ramifications of your choice. As someone who has not lived in the Malibu hills of California at all, but has seen a lot of those houses and driven up to like look at some of them or like drive through some of those neighborhoods, it is a hike to get up there. Like that experience forever changed the way that I look at houses in mountains, because I'm like, oh, this would suck if I just wanted to go down to a restaurant or go to a grocery store. Forever changed me. Again, very influential in making me the man I am today. Day of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ooh, that's a good question. For a long time, I said Friday was the lie of the week because I would get done with the week. It would the quote unquote work week, and it would be Friday, and there would still be 4 scripts that needed to be written and recorded. And so everyone's like, "Woo, it's the weekend," and I'm like, "Screw you guys, it sucks." So Friday really lost a lot of its luster to me at this point. Monday, not the biggest fan of. I like Thursdays. Saturdays are fun. Sundays are fun. I think Thursday, though, is the underappreciated day of the week because you're getting close to the end. Oh, there's 113 questions. You're right. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
How would your friends describe you? Helpful and sensitive, joyful and funny, reclusive and lonely, spunky and passionate, confident and smart. Ash, how would you describe me?
Confident and smart all way to Sunday.
Okay, thank you. Not spunky? I feel like I'm kind of spunky.
I mean, you got that spunk, but like, to me, that's like tertiary. Right?
Secondary quality.
Yeah.
How would your friends describe you, Ash?
It's a good question. It depends on the circle that I'm in.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Because you play different roles based on who you're with.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I feel like, actually, what do you think? Because I have 2 options in my head that I think people would describe me as.
I mean, very clearly you're between joyful and funny and spunky and passionate.
That's correct.
Yeah, those are the correct answers.
Yeah.
I think either of those can work for you. I would say spunky and passionate.
Spunky and passionate?
Yeah, I think that's what I'd go with.
Cool.
Okay. How do you prefer to travel? On foot, by car, by bike, by train, by boat, by plane? These are all fun. And I've gone, how do I prefer? It depends on where you're going. There's a reason why we go to London the last couple of summers, and one of the reasons is because I love walking around the city on foot. It is really nice. I feel healthy. It's great to tour the city. That's awesome. Car, I get a little bit too mundane, I guess. Like, you're always in the car all the time, and I spend so much time in the car. Bike was really satisfying when I was a teenager. I rode my bike everywhere. It was so satisfying. It was great. I haven't done a whole lot of train travel, but I tend to like it if it's a nice train. Boat always tends to be fun, but you're kind of limited. Plane has grown on me. I used to be terrified of flying in a plane. I've done stories about why that was like one of my deepest fears for a long, long time. But at this point, the plane is like the place where I get to like tune out from the world and just get to like sit down and look out at the clouds or like play a game, and it's nice and quiet in planes tends to be. This is tough. I'm gonna go by plane, actually. I'm gonna go by plane. Favorite color of apple? Red, yellow, or green? Green's too sour. Yellow's a pretty good middle ground, but you can't, like a red yellow, I think is usually your preferred, but I'm gonna go red. As long as it's not Red Delicious, which is the worst of apples. Also have this big clump of hair I see in the monitor, and like tap that down. Pineapple on pizza? I'm not gonna yuck your yum. It's neither of these really for me. It's like, I'll eat it, it's fine. I don't hate it, but I don't really prefer it either. I'll say yum. It's not my best. I love the bear overturning the table, though. That makes me fun. That makes me laugh.
Flip.
What do you like to do when you're bored? Read a book, draw, go outside, take a nap, play a video game, listen to music, do some cleaning. Again, all of these things. That's the problem with personality quizzes, right? It's always all of them. I do cleaning when my life feels out of control, and I feel like I need to, Steph and I both do this, where we'll like frantically clean if we're stressed out about something because it allows us to get control of our life. So that's not really bored.
Right.
That's more like I need control. Listen to music, maybe less so of these. I don't just listen to music in free time unless I'm in the car, so it's usually like an ancillary thing. Video game, yes. Read a book, yes. Draw, I was never naturally artistic. I'm working on being better at art. just because it's something I've always been bad at and I'd like to get better at. But that's more intentional based. Love going outside and just taking walks and being in nature. That's great. Never much of a napper. So read a book, play a video game is the top 2 video game. Are you afraid of the future? I got this. Are you afraid? Period. Are you... Hold up. Are you afraid? Oh no! I'm like, Ash, the page isn't loading anymore.
I think it is.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh. A good twist. I love it. Okay. I'm afraid. I'm sorry, we're not talking about you right now, quiz. Okay, we're talking about me. Get your problems out of here. I don't care. I got this. Oh, here we go. What is... This is awesome. Good. I didn't see this coming. You totally had me fooled. This is great. What kind of music do you like? Cool shades with the music. Love it. A little bit of everything. I love classical, pop. I'm a normie that would no, actually rock. I like rock. What are you doing at the party? Dancing, eating, socializing, hosting, putting the dog in the corner. You get in that corner, dog.
I love that interpretation. It says petting.
Oh. That's a very different context. Put the dog in the corner. Like, that's a really odd thing to do.
At the party?
Yeah, at the party. Well, he can't be running amongst the crowd.
No, he's just got to sit there.
When I'm at other people's parties, I do tend to pet the dog in the corner or play with the kids in the basement. That sounded creepy. I apologize. Ignore that.
He's not like that.
Certainly not like that. Having fun games, and usually the
Matthew
digging it up. I have a child, and we all play fun, appropriate games together in public spaces. Everything's cool, ladies and gentlemen. I pet dogs in corners. I'm probably hosting the party though, just because I rarely get invited to parties, and usually I'm the one who's putting them together. If I'm invited to a party, though...
I mean, at the Willy Wonka experience, when I invited you to my Willy Wonka experience party, what did you do?
I ate and socialized. There wasn't a whole lot of dancing at that party, though.
Yeah, because they didn't have me on the floor at that point.
Sure.
I'm the dancer.
Yeah. See, I do like dancing. Historically, I liked dancing, but then I got older and I started liking dancing less and became more of an introvert. This is a tough one. I'm going to say pet the dog in the corner, actually. Do you believe in ghosts? I do. Pick a flavor, sweet, salty, savory, or sour. Let's do savory. What color are your eyes? Green, brown, blue, or hazel brown? What tattoo? Timmy. What Timmy? It's glitching out again, man.
What Timmy?
What Timmy? Please choose one. I choose this one. Man, what the hell am I doing? Giving me a quiz about my personality. So if you could stay focused on the task at hand rather than your own little personal eccentricities, that would be great. Thank you. This is stupid, and pointless. I'm wasting time, precious time. Time I could be using to better myself. Time to do important things. I feel like understanding yourself is a very important thing.
I would agree with that.
That is perhaps some of the best usage of your time. If I had never taken that pick the color quiz all those years ago, I would not have understood that I was existing in an enlightened space that even gurus fail to achieve.
Right? Like, that is so much information to work with.
Yeah, right? Had I not taken the 10 minutes out of my day to have done that personality quiz, I would not have ascended to that status.
And he would have never have known that he was using 95% of his brain.
All of it. And then that allowed me to dedicate the rest of my time to unlocking that last 5%.
Wow.
So, I don't know if this is meant to be me, I'm wasting time, precious time, or if this is the quiz maker. This is the quiz maker. Well, that's your business. But let me say, as the quiz taker, I am feeling more enriched through this process. Thank you. Self-reflection is amazing. Not even a second can be wasted. I understand that. I like to optimize things. I feel the seconds. So do I. Hashtag relatable there. I get that. I feel those seconds a lot. I feel the seconds like my very own heartbeat. Maybe a little less so than that, but I definitely feel the seconds.
60 beats per minute.
I very often have a heart rate faster than that, which a lot of people say is concerning, but...
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'd push back against that. I think you're getting health misinformation. What's your heart rate? Typical resting.
Typical resting is pretty high, to be honest.
Like, I mean, you can just give me like a
It's
range.
like a 70, 72, 75.
That's not bad.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, you should be in like the 60s, 70s.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No.
Stephanie's, for a while, was like 40. Like, whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of where I lie.
That's a fit person. No, that's fitness, Ash. That's you. Like,
I don't know.
that's your heart doing great work. Mine is like, oh, I'm so weak. Let me push it through. Precious, precious second.
Precious.
So why am I not doing anything? Yep. Aren't you scared? No. You're wasting so much time. What are you even doing right now? I am filming content for the YouTubes right now. So while you might be wasting your time, I am not only getting enriched, I am also enriching this company with a video that will monetize to some varying degree of success.
And you can stay enriched by smashing that subscribe button and getting updates whenever we post new videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Thanks for that, Ash. Thank you for that unsolicited smash that subscribe button call.
Yeah, I hope there's like that little like ding
Oh, I
effect
hope
that
so.
they always do.
That would enrich me.
Right?
I would have a little hit of dopamine if I saw that happen.
Perhaps an air horn or two?
Meow, meow, meow. And then if you clicked it, it'd feel even more enriched. What are you even doing right now? I'm doing a CTA, a call to action to subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Taking some stupid you quiz about what color are you? What does it even mean? I mean, you know what? Since I have you, let's do something. We're doing a quiz right now. Can we focus on the quiz? Since apparently you have the time to spare, let's play a game, anything other than this awful quiz. This might take a moment. Hang on. Okay, just reloading the page here. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Haha, really? Hello, traveler. Welcome to the game. Oh, awesome. Cool. You are challenged by a deadly labyrinth. Just beyond it is a castle with your ultimate destiny held within its walls, ripe for the taking. Will you pass the labyrinth and claim the ultimate reward? Or will you perish and fail? Oh, it's a choose your own adventure. Great. The stone walls seem to stretch on forever. There's no telling how close you really are to your ultimate destiny. I'm going to walk slowly. Let's savor this. You trek on for what feels like hours, turning at dead ends and marking familiar walls with a sharp stone. Smart. Someone watched that film theory about how to escape the back rooms. Kudos to you. Shoutouts. You reach an archway before a clearing. Beneath it stands a knight in crimson armor. Halt, shouts the knight. I stand day and night to prevent any trespassers from entering. Turn back or taste my blade. It's high in iron. Probably not taste great. Day and night, that's a long time. Do you ever take a break? Aren't you tired? I stand day and night. Let's say day and night. That's a long time.
Right? It's like, I don't know this person well enough to ask them questions.
No,
like
it's
that.
like, hey, that is a long time. If I do not hold my place, I will fail, my master. I will not fail. I will not give in to weakness. I will stand for eternity if I must. It sounds impossible. No, that's too dismissive. That sounds exhausting. I could see this. Like, hey, that sort of pressure you're putting on yourself sounds exhausting. So, hey, I see you. I want to relate to this person. I want to see them. Oh, before you get a word in, the knight suddenly collapses to the ground unmoving. Oh, they seem to be unconscious. The knight's red sword glistens enticingly. You take the sword in your hands and feel its might. You can envision yourself in an epic battle, swinging it expertly. You imagine yourself defending your true love, slaying a ferocious beast, or fighting for your honor. Defending my true love. You swing the sword, letting your imagination guide you. The weight is perfect, like it was made for you, but alas, it's not yours. When you've had your fun, you lay it next to the knight's body and continue past them, which is accurate. That's what I would probably do. Unless I thought I was getting into danger, in which case first off, I would seek medical attention for this man.
Yes.
I would be like, hey, this man has collapsed. Please let's make sure that he's okay. I would probably do the ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation, making sure his airway is open, that he is breathing appropriately and that his blood is in fact circulating, making sure that he is in a life-saving position. If there is no one around, I'd just make sure that he's like off in a cool spot, make sure that he's able to recover. Also turned on his side so he doesn't vomit onto himself and choke onto his own vomit. That's life-saving techniques 101 right there from a former lifeguard and swim instructor. And then from there, decide whether or not I'm taking the sword.
And for more life-saving tips, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Woo!
Why that today, Ash? What?
I don't know, man. I just, I've been having a lot of talks with our channel managers and all this like call to action stuff.
Yeah.
And, I thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah, and you think this episode, what color is MatPat? That's the one that's going to be really drawing in the new first-time viewers, huh?
I really think so.
Really, if you're a first-time viewer, let us know down in the comments below. And also, make sure you smash that like button. No, not the like button, the subscribe. I want the subscribe button.
Pew, 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 pew.
There it is. Thank you for the pew-pews. And I'll be curious to see how many of you do smash that subscribe button.
Right?
It'll be a little bet between us.
A bet?
Yeah, let's do a bet.
Okay.
Okay, if we get over 1,000 new subscribers off of this video.
Whoa.
Off of this specific video.
Okay.
Because you have encouraged them to smash and not
yes. Yes.
What would you like?
Ooh, what would I like?
Yeah, this is your chance. This is a personality test right here.
Okay. I mean, my first thought is some boba.
Okay.
Because we're always getting that. And it's just such a good time.
Okay, boba it is.
Yeah, all right. Bet.
Yep. Bet.
Bet.
Okay, boba bet.
Boba bet.
Got it.
Wait, so if it's less than 1,000 subscribers, do I owe you a boba?
If it's less than 1,000 subscribers, do you owe me a boba? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bet.
We'll treat each other to a boba. And we got to set a timeline.
A timeline?
Well,
okay.
I mean, a video can earn subscribers to infinity, right? So, for 7 days? First 2 weeks? What are you going to pitch it at?
Ooh, okay.
What's your timeline?
I'd say, let's go 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Done.
All right, bet.
Okay, bet. The labyrinth stretches on and you feel a chill on your skin. You stop at an enormous wooden door. A flaming imp creature is perched above it. It looks down on you with its blazing irises. Who are you? Demands the imp. I was trying to relax and you interrupted me. Now you're taking up my precious free time. What do you want? What do you want? Nothing. Ignore me. I'm just passing by. You can keep relaxing. I'm just going through the door. That's what I'm going to say. You can keep relaxing. I'm just going through the door. No, 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 wasting my time. No, I'm wasted a precious 10 seconds of relaxing time talking to you. Now my day is ruined, erg. That seems unnecessarily stressful. That seems really impractical. I'm leaving.
We're out.
Yeah, peace. I'm going to say that seems unnecessarily stressful. The imp doesn't hear you. I feel like this is all a moral about anxiety and the stresses we put on ourselves. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. The imp doesn't hear you. Instead, it shrieks and explodes into flames from pure rage and panic. The wooden door catches fire and begins to burn to the ground. Wow. That's dramatic.
Wow.
You aren't too far from the flames, but your distance is safe. The warmth is pleasant and comforting on your chilly skin. Oh, that's nice. You take a rest a safe distance from the fire, get a little closer to warm your hands, or watch the flames dance. But your distance is safe. So I'm already a safe distance. I would take a rest at a safe distance from the fire. Watch the flames dance. Maybe I watch the flames dance.
Right? I'm locked into those flames.
Watching fire is really satisfying. I'm watching those flames. You are warm and cozy under the fire's heat. The licks of flame twist and turn like writhing snakes. You feel at peace. The inferno shrinks as the door is reduced to ash.
Hi.
What?
Hey,
You were a
guys.
door?
Surprise.
You were once a door? I might not learn what color you are, but I am learning you in a past life.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have been so many objects.
What a twist.
More lives than enough.
Reduced to ash, and it's safe to walk by it. You hug your body away from the returning chill and walk through the entryway.
I like that it's reduced to ash. Like, I was once this fantastic door, and now I'm just like that.
Yeah, look at what we got now. I mean, it's
yeah.
not a door, but it'll do.
Yeah,
It's
right.
fine.
It's not even physical.
Yeah, you find yourself in a carpeted, roofless hallway, a rather odd addition to a vast labyrinth. You walk by potted plants and hollow windows until you turn a corner and find yourself standing before the biggest snake you've ever seen. Is this snake also dealing with anxiety? Oh, hee hee hee, hello, hello, greets the fat python. Don't mind me, don't mind me. I'm just eating mice. 100 mice walk out this hole every day. I don't even have to hunt them. They just walk on out and I snatch them up. You're too big, you're in my way. Whoa. Hey, let's not shame the snake for his body, okay? Can't you move? Can't you stop for a second? These are all a bit aggressive, honestly.
Right?
These are all a little bit angry.
This feels very much like the illusion of choice. Like we were saying a very similar thing.
Right? Yeah, none of these are like great. They're all a bit aggressive and mean to the snake. I'm going to say, can't you stop for a second? Instead of can't you move? Can't you move is too short. Can't you stop for a second? Oh, no, 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 I can't move. I haven't moved for a long time. I don't need to. I just lay here and eat mice from the hole all day. I'm the luckiest snake in the world. Look, here comes another. That seems unhealthy. That seems repetitive. You have to start hating this one day.
I'm not going to say it's unhealthy from a food perspective. Unhealthy maybe from a mindset perspective.
Right? I feel like, yeah, it's one of those things where, well, but he likes his life. And if he's happy, who are we to take that joy away from him, you know?
Right?
Like, who are we to judge? Because to me, I'm like, oh, that does seem like it would be boring or, you know, that it might not be the healthiest way to live your life. However, he seems really happy.
Yeah, like maybe repetition brings him joy.
Right? And so that seems unhealthy as passing judgment on him, which I don't really want to do. You have to start hating this one day, I feel like, is also kind of like, hey, I'm casting doubt on your thing. That seems repetitive, feels at least neutral enough that I'm going to go with it. Before he can finish, a mouse scampers out of the hole, and sure enough, the python snatches it up. Unfortunately, though, the python swallows too quickly.
God.
It begins choking. The snake is far too weak to hack the mouse back up. After a few seconds, it suffocates and dies.
Oh.
Heimlich. Again, this is the moment where I do the ABCs of life-saving. Airway, breathing, circulation, okay? Clearly his airway is blocked. Breathing, not okay. My head is up to that ear. I am feeling whether there is breath on my face, and I am listening with all my senses to make sure that I am hearing breath happening. I'm not feeling it, so I'm saying, hey, do I have your consent to treat you in this moment? The snake probably is going, "Ugh," at which point I'm like, I will take that as a yes. And then I'm proceeding with the Heimlich maneuver, not necessarily trained on snakes, but I think I can figure it out.
I can't believe we've been spending so much time on theories when you could have been going through games, doing reactions frame by frame on medical advice on how to prevent these situations.
Sign me up for Dr. Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Some of those online physicians out there, MatPat's your man. Call me up. Reminds me of another pivotal moment in my life.
Oh.
One time in the mail, I got a thing in the mail from Tylenol.
Oh.
It was just a random mailer, right? But it was from Tylenol, and it said, "Dear Dr. Matthew Patrick."
Oh.
Included in this mailing are some samples of Tylenol Extra Strength. Please feel free to use these on your patients the next time the need arises. Signed, the good people at Tylenol or whatever. And I'm like, holy cow, not only am I an enlightened Swami who has ascended to godhood almost at this point, I'm also a certified doctor in the eyes of the people.
Wow.
So, there it is. That's me. Dr. Matthew Patrick, PhD, ? Semicolon, guru, life coach.
Wow.
All these things.
Good on you.
Thank you. I've lived a full and rich life. Another mouse crawls out of the hole and looks up at you. That was also when I was like 14, 15. I got this mailing about being a doctor. I don't know how I got that. That was many, many, many years ago.
So there must have been an actual Dr. Matthew Patrick at that
I'm
point.
sure there's several. Yeah.
And they looked up in like the white pages or the yellow pages or the green, purple, pink pages.
Whatever color those pages were. They have to take a quiz to find out what color those pages were.
Right? It's like, what color pages are you?
Right. I don't know. Got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I got them in the mail, and I got a bunch of Tylenol Extra Strength.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Another mouse, 13-year-old boy getting Tylenol in the mail. It's fine. Another mouse crawls out of the hole and looks up at you. Its little eyes are full of curiosity. It squeaks incoherently. You sit with the mouse. I kind of want to pet the mouse, but I think I sit with the mouse. The mouse gets comfy with you quickly. It squeaks nonsense, and you nod your head. You feel like you've known this mouse your whole life, and that it's your best friend in the whole world. Alas, you have a journey to complete. You say goodbye to the mouse and it squeaks back. You stand up and step over the python. Oh, bye, bud. You exit the hallway and find yourself in a lush garden. Trees and flowers you've never seen sprout from every nook and cranny. At the center, a great enormous tree with darkened leaves looms over the greenery. It looks rather dreary compared to the rest of the bright vegetation. As you near it, you realize the tree has a face that looks down at you with intrigue. Oh, goodness me, the tree says. You look so sickly. Why don't you drink up some nutrients from the soil? It's good for you. I've been drinking soil and nothing else my whole life, and I'm healthy as can be. I don't want dirt. That sounds gross. You don't look so healthy. Again, all of these are a bit of negatives. I don't want to say that sounds gross. Does it really not look healthy? Maybe I say that, hey, like, this might be like, hey, I hear you, but also you don't look healthy. I'm concerned about you. I don't want dirt. It's good for you. Oh, don't let my age fool you. I'm as healthy as a tree can be. Sure, the soil is a bit bitter, but it keeps me healthy and strong. Don't mind my creaking branches and crunchy leaves. It happens to any tree my age. I'll live forever. You'll see. That seems boring. That seems unrealistic. But are you happy? That's deep. Live forever. I'm going to say, but are you happy? Before the tree could protest, a creak, followed by a deafening crack, filled the air. You stepped aside just before an enormous branch could fall upon you. The old tree looks upon her fallen limb in horror. You try and shout for her attention, but she's frozen in shock. You give up and walk past her. Oh, I feel like that tree just needed a hug. Are you, by the way, Ash, you said you're doing this off to the side. Are you answering the questions in your own way?
Yes.
It's going the same route, though?
I am like 3 questions ahead of you.
Okay.
As to not get influenced by your answers.
Yeah.
We are answering remarkably similarly.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
But
that's because we're both Ourple.
We're both Ourples.
Watch this reveal that we're both Ourples.
That would be incredible. But yeah, even when I'm doing different responses,
it's going to
I'm going on the same track.
Okay. I was wondering if this is like a set path or if there is like some sort of routes that we can go.
I have noticed some things though.
Really?
Yes. So this is separated into chapters, it seems, by the color of the pen that's used for these drawings.
Yeah.
So I don't know if our answers in particular places like influence our answer. 1. 2, everything we talk to dies?
Yes. Not the mouse. The mouse was happy.
We didn't talk to the mouse.
That is true. Everything else has died. No, and you're right. Like we're in Greenland. We did red with the knight.
Mm-hmm.
Orange was the mouse, somewhere around there.
Python mouse was yellow.
Yellow was mouse. Orange was the snake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green. Roy G. So now we're entering the Bivs. We should be entering Blue Land, probably.
Probably.
Just before you exit the garden, you spot a gorgeous white rose in full bloom. It was the most beautiful rose you've ever seen. You pick it, smell it, admire it. So it's interesting, right? Again, as I've gotten older, I've gotten more sensitive to like, hey, other things are living, which is a weird realization to have. And I don't think it's one of those things that I ever comprehended as a kid, really. But like that acknowledgement of like, hey, if I don't have to squish like the spider or like these ants or whatever, like, is there a way that I can like help them out so that way I'm not like killing things? Similar to plants, where I've gotten a lot more sympathetic to like the needs of plants, where it's like, oh, this is also a living thing. And, you know, you're not just like uprooting it and killing it in a lot of cases. Like, hey, maybe I let you just grow. So I've been much less likely to like pick plants. You know, it's more, let me get plants that are like potted plants that you can then like plant somewhere else and let them continue living. So I'm not going to pick the rose. Smelling roses is fine. I don't particularly love the smell of roses. Like I'll stop and smell the roses, but I like looking at the things more than anything else. The rose had beautiful and delicate petals. The sweet smell wafted around you like a breeze. This would be a perfect gift for a friend. When you're done soaking in the flower's beauty, you turn to the exit and continue your mission. 100, we're in white, actually, twist. 100 twists and turns later, you find yourself in a circular clearing surrounded by tall stone walls. In the center is a large water fountain. Peering into the water's blue though. Peering into the water, you see a small fish darting around excitedly. Oh, hey bud. Oh, there's Blue. Look at me, exclaims the fish. I'm a flying fish. I'm so awesome I can do anything. I'm gonna fly over that wall into the sky. You can't fly that high. That's sad. I wouldn't want to diminish his dreams. You can do it. Seems uplifting. That looks hard. It does look hard. I want to support him. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, and I think this is going to result in some sort of tragedy. Like, I think the fish is not going to make it. I'm going to have to, like, save the fish or something, but I can do it. I can do it. The fish flops around. I can do anything if I believe in myself. I'm so amazing. That seems difficult. No. Hey, this fish has got high self-worth. Good for you, fish. Keep that high self-worth. Who am I as a random stranger to bring it down? That seems unachievable. No. If you say so. Most neutral. Without another word, the flying fish leapt from his pond and up towards the far wall. The fish unceremoniously slams into the wall just inches from the top. He fell to the stone floor and died, leaving you alone with the sound of the flowing fountain. That is sad. That was a blow.
Right?
Ash, did you encourage the fish as well, and did the fish die?
I did encourage the fish, yes.
Right? Again, seeing where this is going, I'm like, oh, I could see the fish ultimately dying in this instance, but I don't want to be the guy who's like, no, don't do it. Don't reach for your dreams, fish. Go reach for your dreams, fish. The water fountain is ever so alluring. You can't remember the last time you've had a drink or rinsed yourself off. You lean over the fountain. The water is so clean and clear that you can see the glittering coins that rest on the bottom. You drink from the fountain. You wash your face in the fountain, or you splash around in the fountain. I don't know if I can trust the water, so I'm not drinking from it. I would splash around. There was this, when I was living in New York, there was this one fountain in New York, and I greatly enjoyed splashing around in it. So if it's allowed and it's like, hey, this is okay, I'm going to splash around in that fountain. I'm going to have a good time. The water is cool and refreshing. You feel yourself becoming rejuvenated, like awakening from a long rest. You glance at your reflection in the rippling water for a moment before standing up and walking to the clearing's exit. You watch the sky darken above you and stars peek between the clouds. You cannot count the hours that you've been walking. You're tired and hungry. Conveniently, an appetizing smell lures you from around a corner. Turning it, you come face to face with a mysterious figure holding a delicious-looking cake. Ooh, that's exciting. Purple. Who are you, some dirt dweller? Be gone with you! The noble. Clearly, this is a noble, obviously. Looks like a Heartless from like a Kingdom Hearts game. The noble snubs you. This cake is mine. I bought it with my many riches that you don't have. Haha. Well, that's rude. Surely you can't finish it all by yourself. One piece couldn't hurt. Surely you can't finish it all by yourself. No one's saying that because it's a cake. Of course you can finish that by yourself. Like, don't underestimate this man. I'm going to say, well, that's rude because that is... You didn't have to rub in my face the fact that you have these many riches in this cake, right? It's fine. I don't care. Get your gross, poor hands away. I'm not sharing. I don't care if I can't finish it. I'm gonna eat it alone in my big mansion all by myself. Jeez, way to flex on me. No friends or family. And then I'll buy even more just because I can. Whatever, capitalist. That seems sad. That seems lonely. No friends or family, and then I'll buy even more just because I can. That seems lonely. Not sad, but... Hey, it sounds like you're kind of alone in this. That's kind of sad. The noble stares into space for a moment, seeming lost in thought. Before they suddenly drop the cake on the ground, they begin sobbing. Oh, see, they were lonely. They just need, I'll be your friend. Hey, here's the thing. My poor, slovenly, grubby hands will be happy to partake in your many riches as friends. Like, you know, I'm not using you for the money. I'm using you for the friendship. But if I happen to passively benefit from that, then that's great. That's really sad. So anyway, covering their face in shame, the noble runs away. Always available to be a friend. Rich, poor, whatever. MatPat is your friend. Here we go. Surprisingly, the cake survived the fall intact, resting perfectly on its tray. The cake is decorated with colorful sprinkles and frosting letters on the top that spells, "Congrats on the will money." Yeah! Upon closer inspection, the cake is split into 3 flavors, strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. You take the cake. Are we talking about the frosting or the... Because chocolate cake with vanilla frosting is my ideal. But if it is all one flavor, if it's just chocolate on chocolate, vanilla on vanilla, strawberry on strawberry, that's a very different proposition.
Exactly.
What's your choice, Ash?
I'm going full vanilla.
Me too, sadly. Like, I know. I was hoping you were gonna say something different, but chocolate on, I like chocolate cake with vanilla frosting. That's top tier. But if it's all one, chocolate on chocolate is too much chocolate.
Yes.
You gotta have vanilla on vanilla. It's the other one, strawberry on strawberry. Again, too much strawberry. You gotta go vanilla on vanilla. They say that intelligent people prefer the flavor vanilla.
Let's go, gamer.
Let's go vanilla. The cake is delicious and moist, with a perfect balance of frosting and sprinkles. You dare to say it, It may be the best cake you've ever had.
Whoa.
You wish you could take another slice to save for later, but you have nothing to carry it in. You just take you don't just leave cake. One does not simply leave cake. You find a way to bring that cake.
Yeah,
with
I'm
you.
picking it up.
Yeah, or you continue eating that cake. You leave the rest of the cake there. Maybe someone else will eat it. That's sweet of you, but eat that cake. You see your destination growing closer. The castle containing your ultimate destiny can't be too far now. You pass a few odd statues before a sudden burst of light sends you toppling over backwards. A bright pupil looks down on you in judgment. Is this Sauron? And this is entering pink mode. It should be, right? It is. Be not afraid, screams the angel. Screams. I am here to guide you to the Lord. You have strayed far from your path to heaven. Whoa, this is taking another twist.
Right?
This is a very different personality quiz than I was thinking, Ash.
No, I mean, looking at your options, you're saying largely the same thing.
You have strayed far from your path to heaven. Come with me and I'll take you home. Your true destiny is under the wing of God. I'm going somewhere more important. I don't believe in God. I don't want to go with you. I'm going somewhere more important that, let's not spit in the face of this weird eyeballs God. I don't believe in God. That's neither here nor there. It's one of those where it's like, again, I don't want to make this angel thing angry. I don't want to go with you. Like, if you're taking me with you, maybe that means I'm dead. I don't know. I'm just inches away from my ultimate destiny. I want to go to the ultimate destiny. What? You dare defy the command of your Lord? You believe your destiny lies elsewhere? How can this be? How can this be? You must be lost. That seems limiting. That seems unfulfilling. That path just isn't for me. That path just isn't for me right now. Not unfulfilling. Because again, you believe your destiny lies elsewhere. That seems, not limiting. It just isn't for me right now. The angel's divine anger burned brighter. So bright, in fact, that the angel exploded in a flashbang of holy light. White feathers and beams of light shot in every direction. So it was, I guess, a real angel, maybe. I don't know. My bad. Might be. The only remaining trace of the holy being was its large eye that fell to the ground like a bowling ball. The angel's eyes glimmered under the moonlight. You rub your eyes and step closer to it to get a closer look. You are overcome with an urge to pick it up. You rub your eyes and step... You look into the eye. You hold the eye close. Like, is it gelatinous? Because if it's a gelatinous eyeball of an angel... I'm not holding a gelatinous thing close, like, oh, gross.
Yeah, it's squishy.
Same with rubbing the eye, like, oh, that's like the worst thing that I would never want to rub an eye.
Right? It's like if you were holding a really large hard-boiled egg.
Right.
And had to rub that thing.
That's not great. Or even more, like, just a Jello ball? No. If it was an orb, like a marble or something, or if they clarified that this was like a marble-like eye, maybe then I'd rub the eye, because like a crystal ball, that'd be awesome. For now, I think I just look into the eye.
Right, like I don't want to pass over any boundaries.
No, the dead angel.
Yeah.
The angel you just made explode. Yeah, I'm not feeling up that eye. The angel's eye is warm and smooth, like sun-warmed glass. Rainbow light beams scatter around it like a prism. The inside was a complex arrangement of tiny opalized structures of every color you can think of. That's cool. Holding it, you feel a sense of safety and calming. I didn't hold it. I looked into it. You wish you could hold it forever in your hands, but your destiny is too close to put on hold for now. As the sky glows orange above the rising sun, you finally see the castle only a few yards away. Your tired legs quicken and your mind focuses on your destination. Your ultimate destiny is so close. A rumble beneath your feet trips you. The ominous sound of cracking stone deafens your ears. The massive wall of stone up ahead is crumbling. A massive chunk of stone falls and tumbles your way. You aren't fast enough. You die. Oh.
We died and then immediately lost signal.
Right? That's dark. You die,
Whoa.
lose signal, and you never achieve your destiny or found your purpose. You died.
It's so bizarre.
Okay, so the fact that we died and then immediately the stream dies, that is weird.
Right?
That is uncanny, Ash.
It's talking to us.
We thought that this was just a personality quiz. It's so much more. So many levels.
I need this to be clear to y'all. This doesn't happen to us.
This is very unusual.
Like, we've never had this issue.
No, this is the first time. That's crazy that it just blacked out like that. You die, and the computer dies, and everything dies. You never achieve your destiny, and you don't find your purpose. You died without a name in a world that will forget you. Wow. Game over. That's dark. Okay. Well, that was stupid. That wasn't a fun game at all. I thought it was fun. What a boring, What a boring, unfair waste of time. All that did was make me sadder. Didn't the creator make this?
Yeah, just trying to find something to fill the void, I guess.
Right. I mean, all those characters were doing all the right things to live a happy life, weren't they? The knight was hardworking, the imp managed his time, the snake lived in bliss, the tree stayed healthy, the fish had confidence, the noble was born rich, and the angel followed faith. Yet in the end, all they did was destroy themselves. Ooh, I see a moral coming up. I see a message. If you push yourself to success, you stress yourself to hell. If you live for comfort, you become numb. If you find a balance, you become a slave to routine. And in the end, you met your demise by some uncontrollable event before you could truly reach your destiny. Quiz doesn't have branching paths. It's not like your choices mattered anyway. It all leads to the same fate. Is there really no way to truly live a happy life? Does it even matter how you live? Is the universe really that cruel? And yet, I don't regret playing that game with you. I almost feel glad that I did. Why is that? It was the little things, wasn't it? The cool sword, the cozy fire, the cute mouse, the beautiful rose, the refreshing water, the tasty cake, the mysterious eye, the little crumbs of happiness, the little pieces of life. It was the little things that made life, life. That's so stupid and corny. But it's true. In our effort to live a life of meaning, we often forget to, well, live. I'm glad I got to live for a moment with you, quiz taker, potion maker.
Potion seller.
Potion seller. Speaking of that, I should really let you go now. I'm sorry. But first, can I ask you one more question? What color am I? What color am I? What's your favorite color? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. Purple. Thanks. I'll miss you. I love you. Whoa.
Wow.
Well, okay.
You really get to know someone over 111 questions,
Man,
I guess.
Right? Our relationship has progressed mightily in that time. Goodbye, quiz taker. Goodbye, quiz maker. Don't forget to live. Your result, purple. Yeah! Is that just because I picked purple?
I don't know, because I also picked purple. And I got purple.
Oh no! Can you go back a couple and try like green or something?
Here, I could try.
There we go. Purple. You are all that is mysterious and royal. You are the velvet on queens and the ink in the darkness. You are the stealth of assassins and the magic in magicians. Man, purple's the best. You are the stars and the void between them. You are glitter on dresses and scales on lizards. You are silent but proud. You are purple. You are perfect. Please visit me again. Wow. Purple and perfect. Again, quiz has given me a real solid sense of accomplishment here.
Right? We are purple and perfect.
We are purple and perfect, Ash.
Right.
Congratulations to us.
Go us.
Go us.
Shake, shake.
Regardless of what that is, I think that this quiz is right in a lot of ways, right? Is, again, that idea of we miss out on so much of the day-to-day beauty because we're always pushing forward to something else and we're always so focused on the next big thing. And again, it's one of the reasons why it was important for me to like enter into retirement mode, but in general, it's one of those things that I've really placed a priority on as I've gotten older, because you start to get the sense of like, oh, time is our most limited resource, right? Like, it's always time and money, but really at the end of the day, the truly limited resource is always time, right? Because we don't know how much we have. We don't know when it goes away. We don't know, like you can't look at a bank account and know like how much time you have left, right? And so being able to, and I see this with my loved ones and my parents and things like that, as people get older, you're like, oh, that time, like you're making withdrawals from that bank of time and you don't know when it's over, right? And so being able to take time and appreciate the small things in the world, right? Like me taking a walk at night and like watching the deer that kind of like roam around our neighborhood. Like that's awesome. I love that. There's these two little baby deers with white spots on them. They're like super young that way. And it's awesome to watch, like just like the mom and her kids walking around like munching on leaves, or following like insects for a while and seeing their weird like behavioral patterns that make you appreciate them as like more than just like, oh, that's a pest or a bug, but it's like, oh no, they have like a life and a routine and like they're doing things and they're working hard, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Listening to the sounds of nature and stuff, it's great. And there are so many of those like small little moments that are so enriching and make you appreciate the world around you so much. And so that idea of like, hey, life is the small stuff. Life are those small interactions and those details and those relationships that you have. Like, I think is really true. You know, as we search for like the big, greater meaning is in a lot of cases is found in just those small little moments. And that's what the beauty of a lot of it is, which is cool. And that's really telling here. So I think this is actually really fantastic. And to your question about like, if it is the color that you choose, this is one of the things that we're actually working on teaching Ollie right now, is that you choose how you approach the world, which is a tough concept. And, you know, at 6, I don't think he understands it, but like eventually it'll get through, right? Where like you kind of make the world, you make the way that you see the world, right? If you approach the world with this like negative mindset of like, everything's going to be the worst, this is going to be awful, I'm going to hate every minute of this, chances are it's going to be bad. You know, it will be more difficult, right? It will be awful. But if you either fake it till you make it, or you kind of convince yourself or believe that like, hey, things are going to go good, or things might turn out for the best, or like this is meant for a reason or whatever, it helps skew things more positively. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that there aren't going to be hardships and that things aren't going to work out sometimes. Absolutely. But at least more often than not, it takes like what could be bad situations and puts like a brighter lining on them, or a silver lining. And you look for those opportunities rather than just kind of like constantly being like, oh, this is the worst, and now this is the worst, and being miserable all the time. And so that idea of like, oh, I choose purple and thus I am the color purple, I feel like that's what the message there is that idea of like, hey, you are shaping the way that you approach or the way that you see the world, and thus that is what you are. That's the true reflection of who you are.
Yeah. I think, at least for me, that's been a harder battle to kind of overcome.
Absolutely.
Because this concept, it's, you know, I think we learn about it relatively young. I feel like, especially with the increase in access to the internet and social media, you start seeing these things probably like as soon as you get on a phone and stuff like that. But, you know, for some minds, it's more difficult, whether that's due to, you know, just to be frank and to put it out here, because it is a big part of adopting this mindset, like mental illness and depression, right? Like, it's really hard to have that mindset when, you know, whatever neurotransmitters and chemicals are not, you know, are making it so much harder for you to be happy. And,
sure.
You know, when you get those resources and find that help, even when it's really hard, little things like trying to make positive spins on the tiniest things that you can will change your life. Mm-hmm. And I mean that, right? So I like this quiz as well for that reason. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to add that little bit of color, haha, because it's a color quiz.
You did the thing,
to that conversation.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that's very true. Like, there are always mitigating factors and things that make it harder to have that sort of approach. But again, looking for the little bits of joy, because like you said, like, we live in a day and age where the worst of the worst is constantly being fed to us.
Yeah.
Right? Like, via social media, via the news, via whatever, like, everything is always like the worst, right? Like, and so it is hard, even without any sort of, differing mindsets or difficult upbringings, or like, you could be the healthiest person in the world and you hop onto Twitter and you're just like ruined for the day because of how miserable it is. Like, it could be anywhere at this point, right? And so, yeah, that's why I think for my personal health, like, I saw it in myself where I'm like, wow, I look at this and this makes me sad. Yeah. And it's like, no, let me find the opportunities to be healthier, like, find those little bits of joy. I think that, you know, there were years ago, right, where John Krasinski did like Some Good News. And I think part of the reason that did as well as it did was because it was like, hey, people finally got to hear a positive story for once, you know, and that's nice. It gives you some element of joy in there.
And, you know, even without, like, if you want to stay away from social media and the news, like, there are ways to find your happiness in real life in those small moments. Like, laugh at yourself a little bit too, you know? Like, hey, make jokes about smashing that subscribe button. You know, make bets with your friends about getting boba. Like, little things like that. Or even just when you're going on a walk. I really like how the leaves look today. Mm-hmm. Those are
fall
moments
leaves.
too.
Fall leaves are peak.
Peak
I love fall leaves.
leafage.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I hope you find your joy. I hope you find your bliss. And as always, my friends, thank you for being a joyful part of my day for the better part of like the last 13 years. But especially as GT Live has been a thing. Thank you for being here every step of the way, because you have been such a huge source of joy for me and the silver lining of so many things. That is the joy that you have given me. So thank you for empowering me in that way. So this is Guru MatPat signing off and reminding you to to remember that it's not a live stream, but that it is a video for you that hopefully brought you some joy. See ya.